says you need to be a locksmith to know everything about picking locks? Maybe the police. Oh. Hello and welcome to the Christy Grace Scarlet Pen YouTube channel. I am an author, creativity chaser, and book lover. I'm here to talk to you about something kind of unusual. Oh gosh. So as a method writer, I have found that there are a lot of hobbies and things that I have tended to pick up and try that I wouldn't have ordinarily. And one of those things I discovered I really enjoyed, and it was lockpicking. Aha! Yay! Lockpicking in movies and TV makes it seem like it's super easy. Let me go out on a limb and tell you it is not. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of skill, but I always wondered if I could randomly just learn these things that these criminals or thieves or policemen or people in this sphere were learning how to do, and I wanted to know if I could do it. I actually didn't realize it was such a huge interest. To be perfectly honest with you, I think it's a dangerous interest for people to have, being able to pick locks, but it's usually with something pretty simple, and this is what comes with this to start, and it's a practice lock. It's to teach you to be able to see that there's 6 tumblers on this one. 6 tumblers? There's 6 grooves in here that you have to try and get into place, and to be able to see it is helpful when you're first starting out. What I've discovered though is lockpicking is really more about feeling, and so I ended up not even looking at locks when I was picking them because, to be honest with you, it was actually distracting. So I got this lock in this set, and it was the training lock, and this set actually came with so very many different, oh, hang on, tools, and there's lots of different kinds actually, and I didn't know that either, but it's because so many locks are very different. I'm gonna pick my favorite one. I didn't bother to learn the different names for these guys. It's a hobby. It's not something that I'm interested to sort of learn fully about. Haven't actually used it in quite a while, so it'll be interesting to see if I can still do it. It just fascinates me that there can be so many different kinds of locks and so many different ways to go about unlocking a lock. Some people go for that, for the best method and just move it around as much as you possibly can. Some people are a lot more particular and go pin by pin. We'll see if I can actually get it to work this time. It's definitely not as easy as they make it look in those shows. I will say that again. Oh, hang on. I heard something. I think I need to adjust how I'm approaching this. I actually wondered if any of these lock-picking skills would ever come in handy in a realistic situation, like if you ever locked out of your house. Oh, gotcha! Ta-da! That was more of a brute force approach. It's also more distracting when I'm trying to focus on words at the same time. Let's change my tool over here. I have tried most of these to see which ones I like the best. It turns out it did come in handy in a real life situation. Somebody I know had a rusted sort of, well, almost rusted, a lock from outside that they needed opened. It took me and somebody else who also knew was amateur lockpicker as well. It took both of us, but we did get that lock open, and it was the coolest feeling in the world. My lockpicking skills came in handy for like an actual real world situation. Oh! Oh, I clicked it back in. It was half clicked out. Okay. Hey, there it is. Speaking of real world locks, are you enjoying my lock picking segment on the Christy Grace Scarlet Pen YouTube channel? Well, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, hitting the notification bell if you want to hear and see more of my weird author hobbies that I ended up with. I will be here waiting for you. I'd love for you to join me. Okay, let's go back. A real lock. Real. And hopefully my skills will transfer across. It does have keys, so in case I make a mistake, I can still use the lock. This is the first time I've done this kind of a lock, so let's see. Ooh. It feels different in there than it does with this guy. Dude, I I don't know if I'll be able to do this one. This isn't even like a door lock. Door locks are another thing altogether. You can't hold that and move it and adjust it yourself. I'm changing tools. I'm gonna take this out. Okay. Okay. I see you, I see you, I see you. Ooh, I felt it something shift. Maybe that was just me. Don't like this lock. I broke the torque wrench. I'm gonna be fumbling with this lock for a while. Little bit disappointed, not gonna lie, that I couldn't open this with you guys, but I also just do not have the patience for it, which is another thing holding me back from being a professional locksmith. No patience. Not with locks anyway. Have you guys ever had an experience with locks or lockpicking yourself? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it if you got locked out of your house and had to call a locksmith. There is a really funny episode of I Love Lucy where unfortunately she and her husband Ricky Ricardo get handcuffed together and they have to find a very particular handcuff key lock. That was a funny episode. If you've never seen that one, I recommend that you go watch it because it's pretty good. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in the adventures.